Hi guys, it's me Sophia, and I'm 11 years old and I live in California. And today I have come back with another book for you called George in the Dark by Madeline Valentine. So after I finish reading this book, I will explain all these words, which are some of the harder words in this book. And then I will read this book, and then at the end, I'll just explain all of them. So just please wait till the end. Let's get started. George in the Dark by Madeline Valentine. George was a brave kid, so he's running around and all the dogs are barking and everybody is looking at him. In fact, he was braver than most. That's George, if you can see up here, in the big swing. And then here's George getting mad at the big kid for taking the little doll. And then here's George also eating like a gross bug. That is saying that he was very brave. And up here, he is in this tall tree. And everybody else is at the bottom. But bedtime was a different story. It's all dark, and he's scared. Every night, it was the same routine. He's getting ready for bed, but he looks kind of scared. So he goes out of the room. His parents were fed up. He doesn't want to go to bed because he's too scared. There is absolutely nothing to be afraid of, they told him. You have your bear to keep you company. And if you wake up your sister, you will be in big trouble, mister. He is apparently really scared right now, and all he has is his stuffed animal, bear, to keep him company. It's all dark. In the dark, George did not feel brave. George is really scared right now, and look at all these scary things in the background. So like that scary doll, the dinosaurs, the snake-looking thing. In fact, he was terrified. And then these are some more scary pictures, like that weird drawing of a zebra, horse, goat, cow thing. And then some scary birds or dinosaurs. Sad face. And he was terrified, so he took the ball, like his blankets, and he just threw it across the room, just to be safe, kind of. But, foreshadowing, he didn't know that bear was inside there. George hid under the covers and reached over to squeeze his bear. But it was nowhere to be found. Oh no, said George. He looked all around, even in some of the scariest places. He finally realized that bear wasn't there, so he's looking everywhere, but he can't find him. Then he saw it, in the scariest and darkest place, all alone. Bear's all the way over there, and it's like the darkest corner. George wanted to scream. He wanted to call out for his mom and dad. Poor bear, said George. He tried to get his bear back the easy way, but it was no use. He was pretty smart, and he got his blankets and stuff and made it into a lasso to like try to get the bear, but it didn't work. He would have to go rescue it. I will be brave, said George. He's walking along, and he's being brave and walking through all the scary stuff. George was daring. More scary stuff. George was courageous. So he's pretty brave right now, walking past all the scary things that he saw earlier. George was almost fearless. Look, he's almost there. George swooped his bear from the darkest place and ran. He held on tight. Yay! So he finally got the bear, and he's running back to his bed. See, look, bear. There's nothing to be scared of, he said. And George felt very brave. Now, nothing looks scary anymore, and George is way braver. So Bear's right there. There's George. And everything else is happy. No more scariness. Yay, the end. Okay, so now let's start off with all these words. Our first word here is daring. Follow me. Daring. Once more, daring. Daring means about the same thing as two other words here. Daring, courageous, and fearless mean about the same thing. So they all are synonyms to brave. George was being brave when his teddy bear was at the scariest place. So he was being daring, he was being courageous, and he was being fearless. These three mean about the same thing. Follow me. Courageous. One more time. Courageous. And then fearless. Follow me. Fearless. And then one last time. Fearless. Okay, so good job, guys. Next is company. Company can mean two things. The first is like a business of some sort. Like my dad owns a company, which is like a business. But the second meaning, which is used in this book, is to keep him not lonely, just to keep him company, to be friends with him and then be there for him. The bear kept George company, so therefore George wasn't lonely when he had his bear. The bear kept George company. Follow me. Company. One more time. Company. Good job. And then this one. Routine. Everybody probably has a routine in the mornings and stuff. So, a bedtime routine, what he does before bed, same every single time. Routine, what they do every day, that's the same. It's traditional kind of. It's not unusual. It's what they do, almost every day. Routine. Follow me. Routine. One more time. Routine. Last word. Terrified. George was actually terrified of night at first. Terrified means scared, frightened. So follow me. Terrified. One more time. Terrified. Good job. So those are all our words. Daring, courageous, company, routine, terrified, and fearless. So I just read to you George in the Dark by Madeline Valentine. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and bye!